Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. When God says wait, he's not stalling you. He's not ignoring your prayers. He's not leaving you stranded in the middle of your struggles with no plan or purpose. No, my friend, when God says wait, he's preparing the stage for your greatest breakthrough. He's orchestrating the moment that will redefine your life. The moment when everything you've been longing for, everything you've been working towards, will finally come together in perfect timing and powerful impact. Understand this. Waiting is not a punishment. Waiting is not a sign that you've been forgotten or that you're less worthy. Waiting is a divine process. It is the silent work of God's hands behind the scenes. It's the rehearsal before the big show. It's the refining fire that purifies the gold inside you. When God says wait, it means he's positioning you, shaping you, molding you into the person who can stand confidently in the spotlight and handle what's coming next. So many people get frustrated in the waiting. They start to doubt. They ask, why me? Why now? How long do I have to wait? I get it, impatience is real. But here's the truth. The waiting is where character is built. The waiting is where faith grows deep roots. The waiting is where the weak become warriors and the uncertain become unstoppable forces of destiny. Think about the seed buried in the soil. It's dark, it's lonely, it's silent. No one sees the transformation happening beneath the surface. Yet inside that seed, life is stirring, stretching, breaking through the darkness. The seed doesn't sprout before the time is right. It waits until the conditions are perfect. The soil is ready. The water is abundant. The sun is shining just right. And then when everything is aligned, it bursts forth in its full glory. You are that seed. Your dreams, your purpose, your destiny, they're all growing inside you. And God's timing is perfect. He's watering your spirit. He's warming your soul. He's preparing the world for your arrival. You can't rush that process. You can't speed it up by your own strength or hustle. You have to trust the waiting, trust the preparation, trust that every delay, every closed door, every no is actually a step towards your yes. Look at Joseph in the Bible, sold into slavery by his own brothers, thrown into prison unjustly, forgotten for years, but he didn't quit. He didn't give up. He waited. And in that waiting, God was preparing him to become the prime minister of Egypt, the very man who would save nations from famine. Joseph's wait was long and painful, but it was necessary. He wasn't ready for the throne on day one. He had to be refined, tested, and shaped into the leader he was destined to be. Your waiting period might feel like a prison sometimes. Maybe you're stuck in a job that drains your soul. Maybe you're in a relationship that's confusing and painful. Maybe you're wrestling with health challenges or financial struggles that seem never ending. I want you to know this. Your waiting is not wasted time. It's not the end of your story. It's the quiet preparation for a powerful new chapter. While you wait, build yourself, work on your mindset, cultivate discipline, grow your faith like a muscle that only gets stronger under tension. Visualize the future you want with vivid clarity. See yourself standing on that stage, victorious, with the crowd cheering and your heart bursting with pride. Feel the joy, the peace, the accomplishment. The more you hold that vision, the more you align yourself with God's plan. Waiting is not passive. Waiting is active. Waiting means you're still moving forward in your heart, your mind, your spirit. Waiting means you refuse to settle for less than what God has promised. Waiting means you're preparing to receive a blessing so big, so magnificent, that you have to be ready, mind, body, and soul to handle it. Don't let the enemy use waiting as a weapon against you. Don't let doubt, fear, or frustration make you forget who you are and who is fighting for you. When God says wait, it means he's working behind the scenes, lining up miracles, creating connections, opening doors you never knew existed. It means your moment is coming, and it will be worth every second of the wait. Remember the story of David. He waited for years in the wilderness, hiding, running, facing giants, all while knowing he was destined to be king. That waiting taught him courage. That waiting taught him patience. That waiting prepared him to lead with wisdom, humility, and strength. His wait was not a delay. It was a training ground for greatness. God's timing is never early and never late. It's always exactly right. When you feel like you're waiting too long, remind yourself the stage is being set, the spotlight is being adjusted, the crowd is gathering, your cue is coming. The question is, are you ready? If you're feeling unprepared, good, that means God's still working on you. If you're feeling weak, good, that means God is strengthening you. If you're feeling lonely, good, that means God is teaching you to lean on Him more than ever before. If you're feeling frustrated, good, that means your faith is being stretched and your breakthrough is close. Waiting is a test, it's a refining fire, it's a preparation, and most importantly, it's a promise. The promise that when the wait is over, you will step onto the stage of your destiny and shine brighter than ever before. So don't give up, don't quit, don't settle for less. Stand tall in your waiting. Use this time wisely. Prepare your heart, your mind, your body, your soul. Get ready to own your story, to embrace your power, to fulfill your purpose. Because when God says wait, He's not just delaying your dreams, He's preparing the stage for your greatest performance. And that performance will change your life forever. Now is the time to believe like never before. Now is the time to trust when you cannot see. Now is the time to keep moving forward with faith as your compass and patience as your shield. The wait is almost over. Your moment is almost here. Get ready. The stage is set. The lights are waiting to shine on you. Your destiny is calling. And when you step into that spotlight, you will know exactly why you had to wait. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your moment. Step forward and take it. When you find yourself in the valley of waiting, it's easy to mistake the silence for abandonment. But listen carefully. That quiet is sacred. It is the breath before the storm, the stillness before the victory march. In that sacred silence, your soul is being calibrated to a higher frequency. Your vision is being refined, your resolve strengthened, your purpose clarified. Every second that drags on is a moment in which you are becoming more than you were yesterday. Tougher, wiser, more prepared. Too often people look for shortcuts, desperate to escape the discomfort of waiting. They jump from one opportunity to another, hoping to find a quick fix, a fast track to their dreams. But here's the problem. Rushing through preparation robs you of the power God wants to give you. The strongest athletes don't skip practice. The greatest artists don't ignore the basics. And the most successful people don't bypass the process. If you want lasting success, you must honor the preparation. You must embrace the wait. Look deeper into the stories of those who succeeded beyond measure. They didn't arrive overnight. They endured seasons of loneliness, doubt, and struggle. They fought through trials that seemed unbearable, but they never stopped believing. They never stopped showing up for themselves. Their waiting was not wasted. It was the foundation on which their legacy was built. Consider the story of Esther, a young woman placed in a palace, far from home, seemingly powerless, but divinely positioned. For years she waited in silence, hidden in the halls of a foreign king, until the precise moment came for her to step out and save her people. If she had acted too soon or too late, history would have been different. But because she waited, because she trusted God's timing, her moment changed the course of a nation. This is the kind of waiting that requires faith, not just any faith, but a faith that is fierce, unshakable, and bold. Faith that stands firm when the world around you shakes. Faith that whispers to your spirit, this is not the end, this is only the beginning. Waiting is your proving ground. It's where you develop the kind of faith that moves mountains and parts seas. You might wonder, how do I keep going when the waiting feels endless, when every day looks the same and nothing changes? The answer lies in what you do during the wait. Waiting is a season of preparation, yes, but it's also a season of action. You must move forward, even if your feet feel heavy. You must grow, even if your heart aches. You must prepare, even when you're uncertain of the outcome. Every great opportunity requires readiness. You can't walk on stage without learning your lines. You can't close the deal without knowing your value. You can't lead a team without sharpening your skills. Use your waiting period to become indispensable, to build your skills, expand your knowledge, and deepen your character. The work you do in waiting sets the stage for your success. This means developing habits of discipline, waking up early when you'd rather stay in bed, choosing the harder right over the easier wrong, saying no to distractions and yes to growth. Every choice matters because it shapes the person who will ultimately receive the blessing. God's preparation is not passive. It demands your active participation. At the same time, waiting cultivates patience. Not a weak, passive patience that waits silently and hopelessly, but a powerful patience that presses forward with steady resolve. Patience is the quiet strength of a lion, not the trembling fear of a mouse. Patience is believing deeply in what you cannot yet see and standing firm until the unseen becomes your reality. Patience also teaches humility. When you wait, you recognize that your timing is not always the right timing. You learn to surrender control and trust in a higher plan. You begin to see that life is not just about your desires, but about becoming the kind of person worthy of receiving those desires. The waiting molds your character, your integrity, your kindness, your courage, so that when your moment arrives, you are not just ready to receive, but ready to lead, inspire, and uplift others. During this season, guard your heart fiercely. Waiting can be lonely, and loneliness can breed doubt and despair. That's why it's critical to surround yourself with faith-filled people who remind you of your worth and your vision. Build a support system that lifts you up when you falter, encourages you when you feel weak, and celebrates every small victory along the way. Your environment matters. Protect your mind from negativity, gossip, and fear-mongering. Feed it instead with hope, encouragement, and faith-filled declarations. Also, take this time to cultivate gratitude. It may sound simple, but gratitude changes your entire perspective. When you focus on what you do have rather than what you lack, your heart opens to joy. Gratitude fuels faith and diminishes fear. It reminds you that even in waiting, you are not alone. God's grace is with you every step, sustaining you, strengthening you, loving you through it all. Now is the time to speak life over yourself daily. Declare your victory even when you don't see it yet. Tell yourself, I am being prepared for greatness. I am worthy of all God has promised. I will not settle for less. Words carry power. They shape your reality and create momentum. Use your voice to create your future. Visualize your breakthrough in vivid detail. See it, feel it, hear it as if it's happening now. This is not wishful thinking. It's spiritual discipline. Visualization aligns your mind and spirit with God's plan. It trains your heart to recognize opportunity and to act boldly when it arrives. When you see yourself winning, you are already halfway there. You must also prepare your heart to receive. Sometimes the biggest obstacle to blessing is not lack of faith, but fear of change. Change can be scary. It can uproot what feels safe and familiar. But God's preparation through waiting is also preparation for transformation. The stage He is setting is not just any stage, it's your new reality. Embrace the new you, the stronger you, the wiser you. As you prepare to step into your breakthrough, remember this. Success is not just about what you achieve, but about who you become in the process. The trials you endure, the lessons you learn, the patience you develop, these are the true trophies of your journey. Your breakthrough is not just a destination, it's a testimony that encourages others who are still waiting, a testimony that glorifies God. There will be moments when your faith feels small, when hope seems distant, when doubt creeps in like a shadow. In those moments, return to prayer, meditation, and reflection. Let God's promises be your anchor. Speak scripture over your situation. Declare that you are a conqueror, that your waiting is not in vain, and that your destiny is sealed. When the time finally comes, and it will come, walk boldly onto that stage. Walk with confidence, knowing that every trial, every tear, every lonely night was part of your preparation. Own your story, own your victory, and don't forget to give God the glory, for He who started a good work in you will bring it to completion. Your moment is not just about you, it's about inspiring those who watch you rise. It's about lighting a path for others to follow. Your breakthrough becomes a beacon of hope, a living proof that waiting is worth it. So embrace the wait, honor the process, trust that God's hands are moving in ways you cannot see. Prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually for the great things ahead. Keep your eyes on the vision, keep your heart anchored in faith, keep your feet moving forward, even when the road seems long. Waiting is not wasted time, it's sacred time. It's the time God uses to prepare you to become the person you were created to be and to usher you into the destiny you were born to fulfill. When the curtain rises and the lights shine bright, you'll step out as a testament to the power of patience, faith, and divine timing. The stage is almost ready. The audience is waiting, and your moment is near. Prepare yourself to rise, to shine, and to transform your world. You have to understand that the period of waiting is far from empty. It is filled with invisible progress, unseen growth, and invaluable lessons that prepare you for what lies ahead. Life is not just about the destination, it's about the transformation that takes place on the journey. Every delay, every detour, every pause in your story is a crucial piece of the puzzle that forms your ultimate success. When you feel the weight of waiting heavy on your shoulders, remind yourself that preparation is an act of faith. It requires you to trust in the process, even when results are not immediately visible. Just like a sculptor chips away patiently to reveal the masterpiece beneath the marble, God is working through your waiting period to reveal the masterpiece within you. Your struggles are not random or meaningless. They are intentional shaping forces designed to bring out your highest potential. In this time, you must develop resilience. Resilience is not simply bouncing back from hardship. It's the ability to move forward stronger, wiser, and more determined despite the setbacks. Waiting tests your resilience more than any other season of life. It demands that you keep going when hope seems fragile, that you rise again when you stumble, and that you keep your eyes fixed on your purpose even when the path is unclear. Resilience is built through perspective. How you view your waiting will determine how you experience. Choose to see it as an opportunity rather than a burden. Choose to see it as preparation rather than punishment. Choose to see it as the fertile ground where your dreams take root, rather than a desert where they wither away. When you shift your mindset, your waiting becomes a powerful chapter of growth instead of a painful pause. Another vital part of waiting is humility. Often waiting forces us to confront our limitations. It reminds us that we cannot control everything. We learn to surrender, to release our grip on outcomes, and to trust in a higher wisdom. This humility does not diminish your strength, it empowers it. It frees you from the illusion that you must carry your burdens alone and opens your heart to receive divine guidance, wisdom, and time. Use this time to deepen your relationship with God and with yourself. Waiting is a perfect season for reflection and spiritual growth. When the noise of the world quiets down and you are left alone with your thoughts, ask yourself the hard questions. What are your true desires? What fears are holding you back? What weaknesses need to be strengthened? What talents have you ignored? This introspection allows you to align your soul with your purpose and to clear the way for your breakthrough. Discipline plays a crucial role during waiting. It's easy to lose momentum when you don't see immediate results, but discipline is what keeps you moving forward when motivation fades. It's the daily commitment to do the work, to keep learning, to stay consistent in your effort. Discipline trains your mind to focus on long-term goals rather than short-term distractions. It's the bridge that connects your present efforts to your future success. Now listen carefully. Waiting also requires patience with others and with circumstances beyond your control. Often your breakthrough is linked to the readiness of other people, the timing of situations, or the alignment of opportunities that you cannot force. When you rush, you risk ruining what has been carefully prepared. So cultivate patience like a precious jewel. Let patience soften your heart and sharpen your judgment. Be ready to act when the time is right, but never rush the process. As you wait, be vigilant about the company you keep. Surround yourself with people who encourage your growth and who remind you of your vision. Avoid those who drain your energy or plant seeds of doubt. Community is a powerful force in sustaining your faith and your hope. Lean into mentors, friends, and allies who understand the power of waiting and who will stand beside you through the uncertainty. It's also essential to celebrate small victories during your wait. Often, the big breakthrough feels so distant that you forget about the progress you've already made. Take time to acknowledge and honor each step forward, every new skill learned, every door that opens slightly, every positive shift in your mindset is a sign that you are moving closer to your destiny. Gratitude for small wins fuels perseverance and keeps your spirit alive. Remember, the waiting can spark creativity and innovation. When the usual path is blocked, you are forced to think differently, to innovate, and to create new opportunities. Many breakthroughs come from the frustration and urgency of waiting. Use this season to explore new ideas, to expand your skills, and to develop alternative plans. Flexibility and creativity are essential weapons in your arsenal as you prepare for your next stage. Your emotional health is vital during waiting. The uncertainty and silence can breed anxiety, fear, and despair if left unchecked. Make self-care a priority. Engage in activities that nourish your soul. Meditation, prayer, journaling, exercise, or time in nature. Create a routine that keeps you balanced and grounded. Emotional stability will give you the clarity and strength to make wise decisions when your opportunity arrives. One of the greatest challenges of waiting is dealing with the voices inside your head that tell you to give up, to settle, or to lower your standards. These voices are the enemy's whispers. You must learn to identify and silence them with truth. Replace doubt with affirmation. Replace fear with faith. Replace excuses with action. Remember who you are and why you started this journey. Your vision is bigger than your doubts. Visualize your breakthrough in detail. See yourself stepping into the role, the relationship, the financial freedom, or the peace you have prayed for. Picture the smiles, the applause, the fulfillment. Feel the emotions as if it is happening now. This mental rehearsal strengthens your resolve and prepares your spirit to recognize the moment when it comes. Visualization is not daydreaming. It's strategic faith in action. Faith is your most powerful tool in this season. It is faith that tells you to keep going when the road is dark. It is faith that anchors your soul amid storms. It is faith that reminds you God's promises are true even when circumstances seem contrary. Cultivate your faith daily. Feed it with scripture, prayer, testimonies, and praise. Let faith be the lens through which you see your waiting. Understand also that waiting can reveal your true purpose more clearly. Sometimes God delays the blessing because he wants you to realize that what you sought was not the ultimate answer. Waiting can reorient your heart toward a higher calling, a deeper mission. It pushes you beyond your comfort zone and into the arena where your greatest impact lies. Trust that this time is more than preparation, it's revelation. Let go of comparisons. Don't measure your progress against others who seem to be moving faster. Your journey is unique and divinely timed. Comparing yourself only steals your joy and steals your peace. Focus on your path, your growth, and your readiness. When your moment comes, it will be unmistakably yours, and it will be exactly on time. As you prepare, work on your communication skills. How you express your vision, your passion, and your purpose will matter when the opportunity arrives. Practice clarity, confidence, and authenticity. Your words will open doors and inspire others to join your mission. The stage is not just about your performance, it's about your ability to lead and influence. Finally, give thanks in advance. Gratitude is a powerful magnet that draws blessings closer. Thank God for the blessings you have yet to receive. Thank him for the strength to endure the wait. Thank him for the wisdom to prepare well. This attitude of gratitude shifts your energy and aligns you with abundance. Every great story has a season of waiting. It is the crucible that forges heroes. It is the quiet before the crescendo. It is the moment when your soul is being shaped for greatness. You are in that sacred time. Use it well. Prepare fully. Believe deeply. And when the curtain finally rises, you will walk into your destiny with the confidence and grace of one who has been ready all along. The art of waiting demands a discipline of the heart that few truly master. It calls for unwavering commitment to your vision, even when the world seems to move on without you. When God instructs you to wait, he is inviting you into a sacred partnership, one that requires patience, persistence, and profound trust. This partnership is not passive. It requires that you engage fully in your growth while surrendering your timetable to divine wisdom. During this season, it is essential to deepen your self-awareness. Waiting strips away the distractions and forces you to confront your true self, your strengths, your weaknesses, and your unresolved fears. This self-examination, though uncomfortable at times, is a critical element of preparation. It allows you to clear emotional baggage and mental clutter that could otherwise hinder your progress. The more honest and intentional you are in this process, the more aligned you will be with your purpose. A vital part of this alignment is embracing your identity beyond your circumstances. Waiting can challenge your sense of worth because it often feels like nothing is happening externally. Yet your value is not dependent on your current situation, but on who you are as a person and the potential embedded within you. When you cling to your identity in Christ, your identity as a child of God, you fortify yourself against despair and build a foundation of confidence that no delay can shake. This time is also a call to refine your vision. Clarity is the compass that guides you through uncertainty. Without a clear vision, waiting becomes frustrating and directionless. Revisit your goals and aspirations regularly. Are they aligned with your deepest values and calling? Is there room for adjustment or growth? The clearer your vision, the stronger your motivation to endure and the more effective your preparation becomes. To harness the power of your waiting period, establish routines that nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Physical wellness is often overlooked during times of delay, yet it directly impacts your ability to endure and perform. Exercise regularly, nourish your body with healthy foods, and get adequate rest. A strong body supports a resilient spirit. Simultaneously nurture your mind through continuous learning. Read books, attend seminars, listen to podcasts that inspire growth. Feed your spirit with prayer, meditation, and worship. A balanced approach ensures you are holistically prepared. As you grow, remember to cultivate emotional intelligence. Waiting exposes vulnerabilities and triggers emotions like frustration, envy, or discouragement. Emotional intelligence equips you to recognize these feelings, understand their origin, and respond constructively. Instead of being overwhelmed or reactive, you can manage your emotions to maintain focus and positivity. This skill is crucial because your emotional state influences your decisions, relationships, and ability to seize opportunity. Furthermore, your waiting period is an ideal time to build meaningful relationships. Connection with others who share your values and vision can be a powerful source of encouragement and accountability. Seek mentors who have walked similar paths and can provide guidance. Engage with peers who challenge you to grow and hold you to high standards. Building a supportive community creates a network of strength that will uplift you when challenges arise. In addition to mentorship and peer relationships, consider how you can serve others during your wait. Serving shifts your focus from your own challenges to the needs of those around you, creating a sense of purpose and fulfillment. It also builds character and opens doors for unexpected blessings and connection. Remember, leadership is often developed in the trenches of service, long before the spotlight shines. Waiting is also a time to sharpen your skills and expand your capabilities. What new competencies or knowledge can you acquire that will enhance your impact? Perhaps this is the season to pursue certifications, develop new talents, or deepen expertise in your field. The world changes rapidly, and those who use waiting to innovate and upskill position themselves ahead of the curve. Continuous improvement not only prepares you for future opportunities, but boosts your confidence and self-efficacy. One of the most profound lessons waiting teaches is the power of surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means relinquishing the illusion of control and embracing trust in God's sovereignty. It is recognizing that your timing is not always the best timing, and that divine orchestration is far more precise and benevolent. Surrender frees you from anxiety and enables you to find peace amid uncertainty. It invites you to release burdens you were never meant to carry alone. While waiting, be vigilant about the narratives you tell yourself. Your internal dialogue shapes your reality. Avoid negative self-talk that questions your worth or predicts failure. Instead, affirm your strength, your resilience, and your capacity to overcome. Speak to yourself with kindness and encouragement. The language you use internally creates pathways in your brain that influence your attitude and behavior. Choose words that empower rather than diminish. Recognize also that waiting is rarely a linear process. Progress may come in fits and starts, with moments of breakthrough followed by periods of stagnation. This is natural and part of the divine pattern of growth. Resist the temptation to abandon your path during setbacks. Instead, use these moments as opportunities to recalibrate, reflect, and recommit. Patience with the process is as critical as patience with the outcome. As your breakthrough approaches, prepare to embrace change. Change often brings discomfort because it disrupts familiar patterns. However, it also brings growth, opportunity, and renewal. Anticipate the transformation you will undergo as you step into your new season. Be flexible and open to new experiences, relationships, and responsibilities. This adaptability will help you maximize your impact and sustain your success. Remember, the influence of your breakthrough extends beyond your personal gain. Your rise has the power to inspire others who are still waiting in their own seasons of preparation. Your story becomes a beacon of hope, demonstrating the rewards of faithfulness and endurance. As you ascend, commit to uplifting those around you, creating a ripple effect of empowerment and change. In this season of waiting, be intentional about your mindset. Cultivate optimism and a forward-looking attitude. Optimism fuels perseverance and energizes your action. It allows you to see challenges as temporary and surmountable. Forward thinking keeps you aligned with your goals and motivated to continue despite obstacles. Maintain focus on your goals without becoming rigid. While clarity is essential, excessive rigidity can lead to frustration if things don't unfold exactly as planned. Stay open to God's guidance and be willing to adjust your plans. Flexibility within focus creates a balance that fosters resilience and creativity. Build rituals that reinforce your faith and commitment, whether it is daily prayer, journaling, or meditation. Consistent spiritual practices anchor you during uncertain times. These rituals connect you to your source of strength and remind you of the bigger picture beyond your immediate circumstances. Keep your eyes and heart open for signs and opportunities that may emerge unexpectedly. Sometimes God's preparation involves detours that seem like delays but are actually strategic moves to position you better. Be willing to explore new paths and embrace unexpected invitations. Opportunity often comes disguised as challenge or change. Stay humble in your successes, no matter how small. Humility keeps you grounded and open to continuous learning. It helps you remember that your breakthrough is not solely the result of your efforts, but also the result of divine grace and the support of those around you. Celebrate progress regularly to maintain motivation. Mark milestones and acknowledge growth. This practice sustains enthusiasm and reinforces your belief in eventual success. It also provides tangible proof of your journey's forward movement. Practice generosity in this season. Giving your time, resources, or knowledge to others creates positive energy and aligns you with the principle of abundance. Generosity blesses both giver and receiver, opening doors for reciprocal blessings. Guard your mental space vigilantly. Avoid consuming negative media or engaging in conversations that undermine your faith and resolve. Instead, immerse yourself in uplifting content that inspires and educates. Your mental diet affects your emotional and spiritual well-being profoundly. Prepare to lead with integrity when your moment arrives. Your character will be tested more than your competence. Integrity builds trust and respect, essential for sustained success and influence. Make choices today that will uphold your reputation tomorrow. Stay connected to your purpose daily. When distractions arise or discouragement creeps in, remind yourself why you began this journey. Purpose fuels perseverance and adds meaning to every effort. And embrace solitude as a tool for growth. Alone time offers opportunities for reflection, creativity, and spiritual renewal. Use this time to recharge and realign with your vision. Develop the habit of proactive problem solving. Waiting may bring unexpected challenges. Meet them with solutions-oriented thinking rather than resignation. This mindset positions you as a leader, ready to tackle obstacles. Maintain a spirit of gratitude for both blessings and lessons. Gratitude transforms perspective and attracts further favor. Remain teachable, even in waiting. Seek knowledge, advice, and correction. Openness to growth accelerates your development. Finally, prepare your heart for joy. Joy is the evidence of a spirit aligned with purpose and trust. It sustains you through difficulty and magnifies your triumph. Your time of preparation is rich with opportunity for profound personal development and spiritual awakening. When your breakthrough arrives, you will emerge not just victorious, but transformed, ready to fulfill the destiny that God has been preparing you for all along. The journey through waiting is an invitation to develop a remarkable kind of patience, one that's active, purposeful, and deeply rooted in faith. It's not a passive resignation or a dull acceptance of delay. Instead, it's a vibrant commitment to using every moment wisely, preparing diligently, and believing steadfastly, even when the end is not yet visible. This form of patience is a powerful force that separates those who eventually succeed from those who give up. As you move through this season, it's crucial to embrace accountability. Accountability acts as a compass that keeps you aligned with your goals and values, whether through a mentor, a coach, or trusted friends. Sharing your aspirations and progress with others strengthens your commitment. These relationships serve as reminders of your potential and provide constructive feedback to refine your path. Accountability discourages complacency and inspires consistent action, even when motivation wanes. A profound understanding of your purpose will serve as your anchor in moments of doubt and discouragement. When waiting stretches longer than expected, it's easy to lose sight of why you started. That's why reaffirming your why is essential. Your purpose is the fire that keeps your spirit alive when external circumstances feel cold and unyielding. Revisit your core values and passions frequently. Let them guide your decisions, fuel your determination, and remind you that your waiting is not in vain. Alongside purpose, cultivating hope is indispensable. Hope is more than wishful thinking. It is a confident expectation that what you desire is not only possible, but forthcoming. Hope energizes your actions and renews your spirit daily. It sustains you through setbacks and renews your vision. Nourish hope by reflecting on past victories, those times when you overcame obstacles against all odds. Remembering your resilience reminds you that waiting is temporary and triumph is imminent. It's also vital to manage your expectations realistically. Sometimes waiting leads to outcomes that differ from our initial hopes or take longer than we imagined. Being flexible with the timing and nature of your breakthrough allows you to adapt gracefully without losing faith. Trust that the ultimate outcome will be better than what you envisioned, even if the path to get there looks different from your original plan. This mindset protects you from bitterness and disappointment, keeping you open to divine possibility. Building mental toughness is another cornerstone of enduring waiting periods. Mental toughness is the capacity to sustain focus, motivation, and positivity in the face of adversity. It is developed through consistent effort and intentional mindset work. Challenge yourself to reframe obstacles as opportunities for growth. When negativity creeps in, confront it with affirmations of your strength and worth. Mental toughness empowers you to push beyond temporary discomfort and maintain momentum toward your goal. During this time, you should also sharpen your ability to listen, both internally and externally. Listening to your intuition and inner guidance helps you recognize subtle shifts in your readiness and direction. Listening to constructive criticism and advice allows you to refine your approach and avoid unnecessary pitfalls. Cultivate a posture of humility and openness that welcomes learning from all sources. This receptive attitude accelerates growth and enhances your readiness. Another essential practice is cultivating consistency. Waiting often tempts us to act erratically, jumping between ideas and strategies in desperation. Yet consistency builds momentum and credibility. Show up every day for the work you've committed to, no matter how small the steps may seem. Consistency transforms effort into habit, and habit into progress. It demonstrates your dedication and prepares you to seize your breakthrough with confidence. Gratitude, previously mentioned but here worth deepening, deserves a daily spotlight. The practice of gratitude rewires your brain to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. Start and end each day by listing what you are thankful for, no matter how minor it seems. This habit strengthens your emotional resilience and creates a positive feedback loop that attracts more blessings. Gratitude is a magnet for favor and a balm for the soul during extended waits.